Hey y'all, hey, it's Megan. Welcome back to the channel. This time we are doing 25 of my favorite best ever Christmas DIYs, and we are getting started right now, my friend. We are starting at the bottom and working our way up at number 25. All you need are 2 packs of Dollar Tree's 15 count of Christmas ornaments. You're going to take your hot glue gun, poke a hole at the bottom of your ornament, and then clip off the top of your ornament just using some scissors and some pliers. Now, you could use a drill to make a hole at the bottom. I just find it so much easier and quicker to use a hot glue gun. Then pick up one of Dollar Tree's wire wreath forms, cut down one of the rings, and you're going to string up your ornament balls just like they are ornament beads. When you fill up the ring, to close it back up, you just need to use some duct tape. Look, y'all, duct tape's super sturdy and strong. I even use the Dollar Tree version of duct tape and it holds up really well. You just need 2 Christmas picks from Dollar Tree or Walmart. Heads up, is a little bit cheaper this year. It doesn't matter, just pick up whatever tickling your fancy. Use some tinsel ties and secure that to the bottom of your wreath. Then you can embellish this however your Christmas heart desires. I use pine cones and berries, but I love this so much because it is customizable. You can change out the color of the ornaments. You could use alternating colors of ornaments, and you could change out the greenery to go with your style. You can even change the direction that you hang this wreath, where the swag is at the top or the bottom. I love this. It's very versatile, very customizable, and that's why it made the list. And we are on to the next one, where all you need is one of Dollar Tree's Christmas ornament gift tags, or any ornament that looks like a gift tag, and 1 stocking. Then just stuff your stocking, or the foot part of your stocking, using some recycled plastic bags. You could use paper bags if you're not going to be putting this outside. Then for the top of your stocking, you're going to stuff that with a pool noodle, and the pool noodle color does not matter. Push down your pool noodle so it's laying flat, and then cut your pool noodle so it's flush to the top of the stocking. Then you're going to hot glue that to make sure your pool noodles aren't wiggling around and they stay flush and flat. Then just grab some Christmas picks and stab them into your pool noodle. Now, the reason I'm using pool noodles and not floral foam, because 1 pool noodle is about the same price as 1 block of floral foam, so you get more bang for your buck, and pool noodles work the same as floral foam. Then just hot glue your gift tags, hot glue a bow, bada bing, bada boom. That is it, my friend. I think this is cool. It's different than your traditional Christmas wreath. You could use it just as Christmas wall decor. You could hang some from your steps. And I don't know, I just think it's different. And I really like the way it looked, so that's why it made the list. For number 23, you just need a pack of the mini canvases. And if you can't find the mini canvases, no worries. You can actually just use cardboard or some type of hard cardstock, anything that has some type of strength behind it. Print out your favorite Christmas music, and you're going to print that off in the same size as your canvases. Cut out your Christmas music, and then use tea or coffee to stain your Christmas music sheets. You don't have to stain them, but I do think it really makes the look. And then for an even more, take it up to the next level to make your music sheets look aged, just crumple up the paper. You can even do this while it's in the coffee or after you take it out of the coffee, and let your sheets dry. Then just using a basic old regular glue stick, you're going to attach your paper to your canvas or your cardboard or cardstock. Use some hot glue and twine to use as the ornament hanger, because we're making Christmas ornaments. Then to really take this up and snazz this up, I just took some twine, wrapped it around the top of the ornament, and then cut down a few pieces of scrap Christmas florals and hot glued that at the top, along with a few miniature bells. Now, you're going to have to wait and see how this really looks on my tree. I made these 6 years ago. I love these ornaments. I ended up making more, and I did, by the way, use cardboard for the other ones I made, and the cardboard ornaments have held up just as well as my canvas panel ornaments. Like I said, I've used these for 6 years. I've used them on my green tree, on my phlox tree, and these would have been a lot higher on my list if these could be customized and made for different type of Christmas styles. But really, I think it only works for like rustic, traditional. But I still really love them, so I had to put them on the list. Really, my personal list, they would have been way, way higher. For number 22, you just need to grab one of Dollar Tree's star wreath forms and 5 of their mini Christmas trees. These mini Christmas trees this year will be $1.50, but I still think this DIY is a wonderful, great idea. All you have to do is just take out each tree and you're going to fluff it so it's flat on one side and fluffed on the other side. It'll look like half of a tree. Then you can grab some garland ties from Dollar Tree, or word to the wise, Dollar General sells them for $1. They're the cheapest that I know of. Anyways, all you have to do is just take your garland ties, tie them to each corner of the star, and then that's how you're going to attach your trees to each corner of the star. Then you can purchase a bow from the old ET or Walmart. By the way, Walmart sells regular basic pre-made bows for only $1 or 98 cents, my friend. Or you can make yourself a bow, whatever your heart desires. I'm not a great bow maker. I can do the 4-loop bow and that's about it. Just attach your bow using some tinsel ties or zip ties to the middle of your star wreath, and then you can embellish this, bedazzle it with some Christmas picks, some bells, berries, whatever your heart desires. This is a great customizable DIY. Dollar Tree also sells the white $1.50 Christmas trees. So window clings are sold at Dollar Tree, Dollar General, Walmart. Every year I will take these and put these on my everyday candles that I already own just to take up the Christmas vibes. But you can also use window clings, which are not stickers. They are just clear plastic that will stick to anything that's glass or has a smooth surface. I've taken these and used them with some scrap wood. You can just paint your scrap wood white, press the window clings into the paint while it's still wet. After the paint dries, you can just go back over with Mod Podge to make it look like one continuous piece of canvas or continuous blank slate. And it's so easy. In fact, I made this sign a few years ago. I still put it out for every Christmas. But my favorite way I've ever used window clings is I bought a Walmart summer clearance tray. It was bright green on clearance for 50 cents. I painted it white, picked up gingerbread window cling set, put it in the middle just like the sign, pressed it down while the paint was still wet. And then once the paint dried, I added a layer of Mod Podge through the top. And I've put this bad boy out every year. I love the way it looks. I ended up going back and sealing this with a coat of clear spray paint to make sure nothing chips, because Mod Podge is permanent, but kind of not really. And I love it. When Santa used to come and get cookies at our house, I used to put a plate of cookies on there for Santa. And even though he's still not getting cookies at our house, I still put out that tray every year. Moving along to number 20, you just need a hula hoop from Dollar Tree. And if you cannot find any hula hoops at Dollar Tree, no worries, my friend. Check Five Below and Dollar General. They will still typically have these smaller hula hoops for a very good price. If your hula hoop has the plastic, just remove it. It's a sticker, easy to do. My hula hoop I'm using is 25 inches, and I wouldn't use anything much bigger than that. If you do use anything bigger than that, you will need more than 7 trees like you see me using. Anyways, just lay out your mini trees and you're going to hot glue them in place. The hot glue is not a permanent hold, it's more of a placeholder, because what you want to do is go back once you have your trees evenly spaced and secure them with zip ties. This will be a permanent, strong hold that you can put outside. Bada bing, bada boom, we're done. You made a wreath. Now you can go back and hot glue some ornaments. I did this initially a few years ago when I made this for a neighbor. She loved it. I love that she loved it. And actually, I loved it. I loved it so much that this year I actually made me one, except I omitted the ornaments and I did use a 23-inch wreath, so a little bit smaller, but for less than $15, even with Dollar Tree's upgraded prices, you can have a 30 to a 32-inch wreath for under $15. That's a great deal. And now for this next idea, got another quick hula hoop idea for you. The size of the hula hoop does not matter for this one. All you need to do is grab a hoop, remove the sticker so it's just totally black, and you're going to secure the bottom of your solar light to your hoop using duct tape. You can swag back and forth some Christmas picks, add a bow, bada bing, bada boom, that's it. Now you can use any Christmas picks. The Christmas picks you see me using in this DIY, I actually got from Dollar General, 75% off clearance a few years ago. But once again, Dollar Tree and Walmart both sell Christmas picks, my friend. I'm a sucker for simple Christmas DIYs that can be easily taken apart. Nothing's hot glued or permanent, so they can be easily stored or easily reused. Now for number 18, all you need is a few of Dollar Tree's Christmas mini trees. The color doesn't matter. You can use 1 to 500 Christmas trees, by the way. This also doesn't matter. Then pick up the cheapest white spray paint, you can find. Once upon a time, it was Walmart. I'm not even sure if that's true. Just know the quality of the spray paint doesn't matter because all you're going to do is barely dust your Christmas tree. It'll give it a nice flocked look, just like faux spray snow, except this will be permanent. It won't flake away like faux snow. Then just take some ribbon and you're going to hot glue that to the bottom or the trunk or base of the tree. Flip it over just like a loop. Add a bow, bada bing, bada boom, you have yourself a nice little swag to go under your lantern outside. Well, originally, that's what I made this for, but my creative juices got flowing and I switched it up and I changed it to inside by wrapping ribbon around a few doors in my home and adding the little tree to the middle. I adore this. I love this. It's so classy. It gives me all the Christmas vibes and feels. I want to throw on the Hallmark Channel and watch a few Christmas movies. I love this. I was really tempted to put that way higher on the list. Pick up one of Dollar Tree's toy foam balls, not the inflatable balls. These are foam. If you stab them with a chopstick or a skewer, it's not going to pop. Every time I use these foam balls as a base, people always say, how come your ball didn't pop? It's because it's not inflatable. It's just foam, but it's coated with plastic. So you can spray paint it or hand paint it a green or black color without the foam melting. Then grab the largest size wooden rod that Walmart will sell, still under $1, and you're going to paint that a dark brown color. I like burnt umber, something that's going to match closely to real wood or bark. And then optional, you can go outside, grab a few twigs or sticks. Mother Nature gives those bad boys away for free and just wrap that around your wooden rod from Walmart, just using some twine, or you could even hot glue it. Stab your rod into your toy foam ball and then grab a few just greenery picks. It doesn't even have to be Christmas. And by the way, Walmart will sell stuff like this still, 97 cents year round. You're going to cut down your leaf picks and you're going to stab them into your foam ball, spacing them out about an inch to an inch and a half apart. So it's going to look like you need a lot more floral picks for this DIY than you really need, but really you're going to space it out and you're going to fluff it out. And from a distance, you cannot tell the difference. You won't be able to see this is a toy foam ball. Then you can pick up about 3 to 5 Christmas picks and cut that down and just hot glue and stab that into the ball as well. I like to use my scrap florals from previous DIYs or gift making, but if you're going to purchase this all brand new, you would just need about 3 to 5 Christmas picks. It really just depends on what type of pick you're using. And that is it. Now, I made this a few years ago for a neighbor. She loved it. I love that she loved it. To stage it, I just used a red bucket from Dollar Tree, but how she displays it every year, she puts it in a metal tin, I believe. One year she put it in a brown basket. I thought looked beautiful just the same. We are on to the next one, and one of my favorites. You can use Dollar Tree candles, or you can round up all of your almost burnt down candles, put that on low to medium heat for about 25 to 35 minutes. Then pick up a soup mug. It's important that you make sure your soup mug is dishwasher, microwave safe, or oven safe. You want something that's made to hold hot liquid like wax. You can purchase some wicks from any crafting store or Walmart. You can get a pack like 10 for under $2. So they're really inexpensive. Anyways, you're just going to fill up your mug with wax 3/4 of the way full. While that's cooling, grab some wax melts, green, red, some type of Christmas color, and melt that in the microwave for about 45 seconds to 1 minute. You're going to let that cool. Your wax does not need to be boiling hot to pour it into a cookie cutter. In fact, if your wax is leaking out from underneath the cookie cutter, your wax is too hot. Set it aside and let it cool down. And by the way, these cookie cutters are also from Dollar Tree. You get a 4-pack for about $1.25. Once your cookie cutter is totally cooled down, and you can see I actually made a few of these candles, but once your cookie cutter is totally cooled down, pop it out and then pop out your toothpick, or you could even use a Q-tip with the cut off ends to poke the hole. And you're going to fish that through your wick. You're going to fish the cookie cutter hole through your wick and then fill up the rest of your mug with wax. Now, I know my words may have been a little bit jumbled describing that, but I'm sure you could see totally what I was doing. I love this candle, y'all. When I figured out how to do this, I had this idea a few years ago. Initially, it was for Halloween. I started making all kinds of themed candles. Like I said, I made one for Halloween. I made one for Christmas. I made one for Valentine's Day. I even made a Texas cutout cookie cutter candle, and I adore these. I love these. I would make one for President's Day if they made president's cookie cutters. And for number 15, all you need is a wastebasket or a planter. It does not matter. And you're going to paint that whatever color your Christmas heart is desiring. I love this gold, by the way. Then you're going to poke 2 holes at the bottom of your wastebasket or planter. And you're going to pick up a matching color ornament, or you're going to spray paint an ornament to match your planter / wastebasket. Now, I picked up this faux leather ribbon from Dollar Tree. It matches almost perfectly to my spray paint, but you can use any string or twine. It does not matter. And you're just going to tie off your ornament and then tie off a loop at the top. Then I picked up 2 more of Dollar Tree's little $1.50 trays, flocked it using my spray paint method, and then cut off the stems of the trees. I hot glued the end of the stems, not to hot glue the trees together, just because those bad Mamma Jambas are sharp, and I actually cut myself on one a few years ago. So hot glue those off. Those are really sharp if you ever cut off the stems. To connect my 2 trees together, I made a loop and then added a Walmart 98-cent pre-made bow, and then looped my tree loop through the loop we made on the wastebasket. And if you guessed we were making a bell, well, good job, my friend. That is exactly what we made. I love this. I wish I would have picked up more of these wastebaskets. I need to go back to Dollar Tree and see if they have more, because I think this is a really nice bell shape, and I really want to put 3 together to make a larger swag that I can hang from one of my outdoor lanterns. Number 14 is an oldie, but a goodie. In fact, it's one of the very first DIYs I ever shared for Christmas on my channel. All you need is 1 pack of Dollar Tree's Jenga set. This is found in the toy section, and this still is $1.25. You're going to use wood glue or gel super glue, just not hot glue, to connect 4 to 5 blocks together. Optional, you can stain your wood just using coffee. I like using coffee as a stain because it smells good, it doesn't stain my hands, and it's cheap. And then you want to pick up a pack of their wooden stickers. You can leave them the natural wood color, or you can paint them whatever color your heart desires. Then, even though these are stickers, the little sticky piece on the back isn't that strong. So just go ahead and add a little bit of hot glue, or you could even use some gel super glue to attach your wooden sticker to your wooden blocks. I did hot glue some twine to make a hanger. Twine is fine hot glued, but hot gluing those wood pieces together, I see people do that, but it won't hold up, and hot glue does not absorb into the wood like wood glue and super glue does. But anyways, hey, you know what? It's your DIY. If you want to do it that way, you can. I love these. I made these a few years ago, and I use them every year on my tree. For this next idea, you just need a pack of Dollar Tree's 3-piece set wreath rings, or if you can't find them at Dollar Tree, Walmart sells the same thing a little bit larger for about $2.50. You only need the largest and the middle-sized ring, and all you need is 2 picks. You're going to swag your 2 picks across the top or bottom, I guess however you're looking at the wreath, with a zip tie or some tinsel ties, just like we did in the very first DIY I shared in this video. And then to hang it, you're just going to add some ribbon. You can add a bell, or you can bedazzle this however your heart desires, and that is it. You can use this on your front door, but I think little wreaths like this are great to put out throughout the house, whether it be on a mirror or on a little pantry door. Oh, I love bells, bows, wreaths for Christmas. It's totally my jam. For this next idea, you just need any one of Dollar Tree's larger, these are 18-inch reindeer, and they come in brightly glittered colors. You can leave them just like that. You don't have to paint them. But if you do want to paint them, just know spray painting them works really well, and you can spray paint right over the glitter. In fact, it gives it a really cool textured look. Then you're going to continue customizing this DIY to whatever your Christmas style is. Just hot gluing, not to the reindeer, because the reindeer is plastic, and if you're putting this outside, hot glue and plastic doesn't do so well. So when I hot glued the ribbon around my reindeer's neck, I hot glued ribbon to ribbon, and then I hot glued the bells and the greenery to the ribbon. I hope that made sense. Hot glue will hold up to fabric outdoors, just not so well on plastic. I did use hot glue and duct tape because duct tape holds really, really well to plastic and metal outdoors, and hot glue holds really, really well to duct tape. So in order for this to be a yard ornament outdoors, y'all, I'm in Texas, it's still 95 degrees here today. I did a layer of hot glue, laid down my metal yard stake, then put the duct tape over it, and that holds up wonderfully. Like I said, I've used these for the past 2-3 years. They've held up great outside. For this next idea, you need to pick up 2 of Dollar Tree's longer MDF signs. if you do not get the seasonal Christmas signs, they are still $1.25. Or even better, you can pick up some free scrap wood. I've had the best luck finding free scrap wood on Facebook Marketplace. Then you can just paint your board or your wood, whatever Christmas color your heart desires that goes with your Christmas theme. I just did white. Then take whatever ribbon you love, or maybe even ribbon that matches your tree that you decorate with, and you're going to make a crisscross in the middle just using hot glue. Pick up another one of Dollar Tree's gift tag ornaments, cut off a few sprigs of a Christmas pick, and bada bing, bada boom, that is it. I love this. You could use this as a leaner outside. Just make sure to seal it if you are putting it outside. But I put it right next to my tree before I have any gifts under there, just to feel that void. And that's why I also think it looks nice if you use the same ribbon that you use to decorate your tree. For this next idea, you'll need another hula hoop. And once again, remember y'all, Five Below, Dollar General, they still have hula hoops, even Family Dollar, about the same size for a really nice price. Now this hula hoop did not have the sticker on it. This is just a printed, brightly colored hoop, and you can paint right over that. Then one of these larger plastic signs, very similar to the reindeer, says Merry Christmas, and I just painted that the same color as the hoop, which is cherry red, by the way. Then using a permanent stronghold glue like E6000 or gel super glue, you're going to hot glue your Merry Christmas to the back of your hoop. Then just take some Christmas picks and zip tie that to the top. I'm using some more of those Dollar General Christmas picks I got on sale, 75% off after Christmas. Like, it was almost 4 years ago now, and I love those picks. It was like the best deal. I think I only paid like 75 cents for them. Then you can make a bow, or you can purchase a pre-made bow from Dollar Tree or Walmart, and you're going to add your bow to the top of your hula hoop after you add something to hang your hoop with, and I just use twine for that. Then pick up one of these little wooden pallets. This is available at Dollar Tree for only $1.25, and you're going to paint that a silver or maybe even a gold color, but I think silver looks best. And you're going to hot glue that to the top of your hoop. And we just made a really nice, huge ornament. You can use whatever hoop size your heart desires. I use the smallest 20-inch hoop, and this looks great. If y'all go shopping at Home or Marshall's, TJ Maxx, they will have these huge ornament cutouts, very, very similar, and they're a hefty sticker price. But you could also omit the little wood at the top and just turn that into a wreath. Y'all, we're coming around to home stretch. These next few DIYs are going to be the best price, the best deal, or the most versatile that you can make and use for the best bang for your buck. And now with number 9, you just need a pack of Dollar Tree's smallest itty bitty little wreath form rings and 6 mini trees. The color of the trees does not matter. Then, just like with the extra large wreath we made, you're going to use hot glue to hold your trees in place, but that's not going to be a permanent or a strong hold. You want to go back with some tinsel ties or zip ties to secure wreaths. Now, when I made this, I wrapped the wreath and the base of the trees with tinsel. Don't do this. I wasted my time and I wasted my buck because it wasn't necessary. I was worried that the metal would show through, but it doesn't. It all gets covered up. So just know that's why my wreath looks like that, but you can totally skip that step. Then I just used 4 picks from Walmart. The picks are only $1. Cut it down and then hot glued that to my trees and my wreath form. I made a bow, added a few berries, and then added a tinsel tie at the back to hang this. Now, we just made an extra large snowflake. I've made these snowflakes using the mini trees before, and I've seen other people make snowflakes using the mini trees. But what makes this Mama Jamma extra huge, over 3 feet wide and long, is adding that wreath form in the middle. It really gives it like an additional 6 to 8 inches as far as height and width goes. It's massive. It looks great on my fence, but you can use the green trees. You can change out the ribbon. This can totally be customized to your style. Now, number 8 is something I actually didn't share in a Christmas video. I shared it in just an everyday video, but this would make a marvelous Christmas gift or everyday decor like I'm using. Just print out using regular printer paper. Y'all, my printer is 15 years old, regular inkjet, your favorite Christmas photo, and pick up one of Dollar Tree's bamboo cutting boards, which are still only $1.25. You're going to adhere your photo to the cutting board just using a regular old glue stick. And when you cut out your photo, you're actually not going to cut out the photo. You're going to cut out around the photo. You want to leave an extra 1/2 inch to 1 inch hanging over so you can go back with some sandpaper or even a nail file to swipe away from your photo and back and forth to get the cleanest cut. So don't worry about tracing the photo, cutting it out exactly, and trying to place it back down exactly. Just slop it on there. Don't worry about the edges. They can be all willy-nilly. Sandpaper will get you the cleanest, most professional looking cut. Then one of these wooden easels from Dollar Tree, still $1.25. You don't have to paint it. I just painted mine because of where I put it in my bedroom. And bada bing, bada boom, that's it. Y'all, I use this year round, but this would be great for Christmas. You could even add a bow at the top to make it extra Christmassy, or instead of a photo, you could use some music sheets like we did in one of the first DIYs. In fact, I actually might do that this year. Now for this next idea, you just need a broomstick. You can use a broomstick you already have. Y'all, this is a great DIY because it's very inexpensive, it's very easy, and it's easily taken apart, but it looks great. Just take a broomstick, stake it into the ground using a hammer or a mallet. It's really easy to do. Then pick up a solar light. You can use any solar light you already have. Maybe Dollar Tree still selling solar lights. I just grabbed one out of my front yard. And then cut down a few Christmas picks. Use a tinsel tie to twist that around your solar light. I picked up one of Walmart's 98-cent pre-made bows, twisted that to the top as well. And then you stake your solar light right on top of that broomstick. How gorgeous is that? Y'all, so easy, so simple, so elegant looking, and classy Christmas. This is a Hallmark style Christmas, my favorite type of Christmas, and super easy and inexpensive. My favorite type of DIYs. Like, I really, really love this. For number 6, you need to pick up 2 candy canes from Dollar Tree or Walmart. In the past, historically, Walmart has been cheaper, and I'm sure it'll be cheaper this year, but they come from the same mold, pretty much the same style candy canes. Anyways, just swag your 2 candy canes back and forth and secure them with zip ties. Take some extra large mesh ribbon or extra large bow and zip tie that to the middle of your candy canes. To hide your zip ties and how we're going to hang our candy canes is just take a little piece of that same ribbon, make a bubble and twist it around with a tinsel tie, secure that to the middle of the candy canes and make a little loop on the back. That's it. Look, y'all can make a bunch of these, hang them on your fence. That's what I've done in the past for a neighbor I helped decorate for. Also, one of my neighbors at the end of the street, she was running behind on Christmas. She needed a little extra Christmas help. So I made her one of these for her front door, and I think it looks gorgeous on a nice black door. But for my next door neighbor, 5 years ago, I made the same thing. I just took it up to the next Christmas level by taking 2 Christmas picks. I cut down the picks, just a few pieces. Then using zip ties and hot glue, I placed the picks behind the bow. The few pieces I cut off, I just strategically placed it right underneath, kind of spitting out of the front of the bow, little dovetails, and I added a bell in the middle. Y'all, I love this. I love this so much. Every year I say I'm going to make me one. I think I'm really going to do it this year. Like I said, my next door neighbor for the past 5 years, she's hung that up on her front door, and I love to see it because it lets me know she really does love it. And I've even made her more wreaths since then that she said she wanted, but she continues to use this one. So she really loves it, and I really love that she loves it. Now, this next idea, you're going to need one of Dollar Tree's larger $6 trees. They used to be $5. They are $6 this year. You're just going to set up the tree with the stand just like it's normally made to be set up. Grab a pack of garland and you're going to wrap it around the base of the tree. Y'all, these trees aren't sparse. It's just the branches are spaced out oddly, so the base sticks out. So you're just wrapping the garland around the center of the tree because it has enough branches, really. Then just take the cheapest spray paint, white spray paint you can find. I always have white spray paint, so I just use Rust-Oleum. And you're just going to do a few sprays of spray paint all over the tree. And this will give it a flocked look. Like I said, faux snow look without the faux snow mess. Then you're going to take a pool noodle, hot glue that to the middle of a planter, and you want to weight your planter down with rocks. I just take rocks from my yard. Mother Nature gives them away for free, or you can purchase some at Dollar Tree. You know what? Watching this back, I guess I did use Dollar Tree rocks. Usually I just use bricks from my yard. So yeah, I used a bag of rocks from Dollar Tree, but you can also use them from Mother Nature. She gives them away for free. Then take the stand off of your tree and stab your tree into your pool noodles. Because remember, pool noodles are just like floral foam, but cheaper and better, more bang for your buck. Now, a few years ago, I made one of these for my mom. When Dollar Tree first came out with their $5 trees, here's hers is straight out of the attic, not fluffed or anything. It looks good. You can put this outdoors. It holds up. But if you want to take this up to the next level, to the next Christmas level, level 1 Christmas, all you got to do is just pick up a few Christmas picks and pine cones, or you could use ornaments. I had my children about 5 or 6 years ago just take chalk paint and flock a bunch of pine cones using free child Christmas labor. So those are the pine cones I'm using, but you can purchase a bag of pine cones for like $5 at Dollar General. And this is gorgeous to me. I put this outside on my front porch, but this would look great by your fireplace. You don't have to use a bow at the top. I added battery operated fairy lights in it. This is warm, traditional, beautiful Christmas to me. And for about $6 to $12, you really can't beat that. That's a nice, classy look that would be almost $20 anywhere else or more. Now, this next idea is an oldie, but a goodie, and it's so versatile, so cheap, so easy, and you can customize it to your own style. Just pick up a pack of burner covers and any one of Dollar Tree's still $1.25 candlesticks. I used hot glue and gel super glue, but you can use E6000, just some type of permanent hold glue, and you're going to paint it whatever color your heart desires. Then you can add one of Dollar Tree's candle vases and a few Dollar Tree or Walmart picks. And this is gorgeous. This is so simple, but so impactful. Easy to store. It's not going to take up a lot of space, and you can change this out for every season. I know this is so simple, but I put it on my list because I was inspired by something 5 or 6 years ago. This was $29 to the left at Home Goods. No, thank you, ma'am. We can make ours for just a few dollars, and it looks just as nice. Now, this next idea, you just need any color of pool noodle, and you're going to cut your pool noodle in half, hot dog style. Then tape the ends of your pool noodle together just using duct tape, and the duct tape color also really doesn't matter. Although, if you do see a darker green or darker blue, try not to get neon, but it really doesn't matter that much if you don't care what the back looks like. Anyways, then I'm using the largest size hula hoop that Dollar Tree sells, which is a 28-inch hoop, and just use duct tape to secure your pool noodle to your hula hoop. So when you lay it over, flip it over from where the hula hoop's on the bottom, it will lay flat or flush to a table or a wall. Then Walmart sells their basic non-lit garland for under $4. Every year I stock up on this, by the way. After Christmas, they always have a bunch left over, and Walmart is the first to put their Christmas on clearance. Optional, you can flock Walmart's garland because I think it takes it up to the next level, but it's totally optional. I ended up using 2 garlands from Walmart. You can use Dollar Tree garland, but to get a more full look, you would need to actually pay more at Dollar Tree and buy more garland. So I would suggest really just using Walmart's. And then you're going to need some tinsel ties or some garland ties. And once again, Dollar General is the cheapest for garland ties. You get 12 for $1. And just using garland ties, you're going to attach your garland to your pool noodle. Then you can just add some ornaments. You can use ornaments from Dollar Tree. That's what the smaller ornaments are that I'm using, but I purchased the larger size because I had this in mind. I knew I was going to make this for another neighbor of mine. Her color is gold, and she had mentioned wanting a larger wreath. So I actually had this planned out, and I actually made this over the summer. But you can use all Dollar Tree ornaments. What I suggest doing is buying whatever you love, get it on Christmas clearance, and save it for the following year. Anyways, this is a huge mamma jamma. This wreath is almost 4 feet wide. It's 44 inches wide, and you can make this for under $20. Nowhere can you purchase this for under $20. And unless you flip it over and look at the pool noodle and the duct tape, which by the way will hold up really well outdoors, you would never know the difference. This is a great, huge base for a huge extra large wreath. You could add lights to it too. It would hold up just the same. For this next idea, you're going to need another toy foam ball from Dollar Tree, not the inflatable ball, and you're going to paint it black or dark green. Then you'll need about 4 to 6 to 8 of your favorite Christmas picks. It really depends on what picks you're using. It will depend on how much you need. I just picked up nothing really that matched exactly, just the sparkly, the glittery, the flocked, all different textures and colors that still went nicely together in a like it coordinated. It wasn't matchy fashion. Cut that down and you're going to stab that directly into the ball. Now, you don't need to hot glue except where something will not stab firmly in the ball. These are foam balls. They're just like the crafting foam, but it's more of a dense foam, so it holds anything that you stab into it without hot glue. Now, the candle rings, I did hot glue. I wish I would have cut it down to hot glue it, but it worked out just fine because I had to hold it there for a long while for it to stay fixed. And once again, you will have huge gaps in your ball. Okay, so there will be like gaps like 2 or 3 inches. You see that? But when you let go, push it away, you cannot see this. I just want to say that because people always feel like you need more than you really do. You really don't. And in fact, if you purchase something like this in stores, there will be huge gaps if you get in there and dig into the hair of the mistletoe ball. I love this. I absolutely adore this. You can customize this to however your heart desires. Every year when I put it up, it brings me so much joy. Why? I don't know. Maybe because I know it's Christmas time. I hang it right in between my kitchen and my living room. Now, this last idea is the best DIY for your dollar, the best look for the money, what you can compare it to. It's all around the best cream of the crop, in my personal opinion. You just need one of the larger, now $6 trees. You're going to flock it so it's fluffed on one side and flat on the other side, like we've been doing with the smaller mini trees, but this is the larger tree. Optional, you can do our spray snow/spray paint trick and flock it. Then you're going to take 2 of the bottom branches, tie that together in a loop, and you're going to add an extra large bow. Now, you can make your own bow, or Dollar Tree and Dollar General will both sell extra large, huge pre-made bows for $3 to $5, and it's really a good deal. I mean, the amount of ribbon you would need would probably be more than $3 to $5. So I recommend just buying a bow instead of making your own. And you could stop right there, by the way, and just hang it up as a swag like that. But once again, let's take it up to that next Christmas, level 1 Christmas spirit by just adding some pine cones. I already had laying around. I didn't have laying around. Mother Nature gave them to me for free. I flocked them and just 1 pack of Dollar Tree's berries, cut that down, used hot glue and wire to secure it. And this is gorgeous. I mean, but you could really bedazzle this once again to your own personal Christmas style. And this is a really nice blank canvas that you literally cannot buy anywhere for even under $20. And it makes it such a great deal. My one regret is I wish I would have doubled up the bow because the swag is so big. The huge bow I used looked dwarfed. Or maybe I need to be watching Ramon at home, brushing up on my bow making skills. Anyways, y'all, look, I got a whole other playlist full of Christmas DIYs. If you're still here, I'm sorry you fell asleep watching YouTube and my voice is the one that you're hearing while you're sleeping, or you're here on purpose and you are the for real MVP. Now, look, I was going to do another Halloween video. In fact, I filmed a little bit for that, but it's too late. I've already started making Christmas DIYs. I'll save the Halloween stuff for next year. I already got almost a whole Christmas video filmed of brand new DIYs I cannot wait to share with y'all. And that's going to be coming up in the next few days, maybe in the next 2 days if I'm feeling really crazy and really productive. Thank y'all so much for watching, and I will catch you next time.